Hey guys, guess what? Yep, here I go again. Today is February 1st, so No Spend January is officially over. Minions, that's from Minions. Okay, so let's just talk about how it went. What do you think? There were definitely some ups and downs, highs and lows for the past month. It was a long month, but of course it went by fast, you know, just like time always does. And I think you guys probably saw me at my lowest point, which was my last video that week. It wasn't just because not spending any money, it was just a weird week. And then the last week of January, it was a lot different. It wasn't so bad. Let's see, did we spend any money? That Sunday, the last Sunday in January, which was like the 24th or something, we did end up getting Raising Cane's after church, which was the first time Jared had had it in like a month. But we had a bad morning and had to go grocery shopping, and so, you know, we just stopped and got it. So I broke it there, but we shared a meal. So technically that's the only eating out that we did that we spent money on for January. Groceries, we went over $25. So normally our budget is $500 for groceries, food and household, and then we budget $200 for eating out. So that's $700 on food that we budget for a month, which we usually still go over. And then for January, we just spent a little over $500. So that's kind of a big deal, you know, saving almost $200 on food. It's just a really good feeling to know that that's possible and that we need to stop blowing our budget every month. We went over $5 on gas, but that's going to be less for February because we filled up like on the last day of January. So how did I feel? Like I said, there were some ups and downs. I remember at the beginning, because I wasn't used to only eating at home all the time and not eating out at all, there were some moments and days where I just kind of felt like I was starving because I just wasn't eating as much, I guess, and you know, eating lots of sandwiches, and I guess it just wasn't as filling, and trying to find snacks and stuff at home. Like I said, I felt like I was starving, but it got better. It was only for like 1 week that I felt like that. There was one day, a couple Mondays ago on Martin Luther King Day, me and my mom had the day off, so we went to a museum. We spent the day there and took JoJo. So we got him free because I have a membership. She bought that for us for JoJo's birthday. And normally we would just eat out for lunch or eat there, but instead I packed us a bunch of food, some sandwiches and chips and snacks, and I mean, even my mom was just perfectly fine with that. So that's just not something we would normally do, is take our lunch somewhere like that. And it's funny, why do I have to be dedicated to No Spend January to do something like that? We should just automatically do that. I should do that more often on Sundays so that when we get out of church we're not starving, you know, and it wasn't that big of a deal. You just got to plan ahead and do it. So that's what I liked about it, was it made me get creative. I did end up going to that dinner with friends, and we sold something on Craigslist for me to do that. JoJo got a new bed from my mom for free, one that she didn't want anymore. So we sold the other little bed in her room and the mattress for $50 on Craigslist. So I was able to pay for a few groceries with that, and then the other $25 I used for my dinner. And I got the cheapest drinks and the cheapest dinner, and I spent exactly what I took. Another thing I had to sacrifice was my phone. You see how awful it is? I broke it like 3 weeks ago, and I didn't have my phone cover because I have to take the phone cover off to listen to it in the car. And then I dropped the phone cover in between my seat, and I was too lazy to get it out. So I went a few days with no cover, and of course I ended up dropping it. And we have insurance, but it's still going to cost to fix it, so I couldn't do that in January, and who knows when I'll get around to doing it, because I really don't want to pay for it. But I've dropped it like 5 times since then, so it just keeps getting worse and worse, and it's getting really annoying. Now, I don't know, I think that doing the No Spend January was a great idea. I'm so glad I chose to do it. I don't know any other months anytime soon that I'll be able to do this. Like our February is already booked up with just a lot of stuff going on, and but I was watching someone else's video And someone in the comments said that they didn't know if they could do a whole month of no spending, but maybe a week of it, and I thought that would be a good idea to do from now on. 1 week a month, no spending any money. That can't be hard, and that would save you some money, right?
Right.
So that's a good idea, something I'm going to consider doing. And the only problem we really had with our budget, sorry you walked in on this part, Jared, was, you know, Jared sacrificed some, but he went over like he always does. And it was because he played golf like almost every weekend.
Okay, yes.
I'm not griping about you. I'm just saying,
No,
I'm just explaining our budget.
I went over. I messed up. I know. And it's. I have fluctuations. Okay, so I live in Texas, right? I live in Texas. We live in Texas. And I love to play golf. And when we get good weather days, I want to take advantage of them. And it's just a selfish act, but it's my only act. And.
Your only act.
My only selfish act, and I'm at home all the time, so I feel like I owe it to myself. But then again, it's expensive, and I don't budget properly for it. But then there's months when I don't play at all because the weather's bad. So.
And then the beginning of the month, you had to pay for someone else's golf because they had paid for years before. So that
was my cousin.
Was $100 that day. It doesn't matter who it was.
It does too.
The point is he had paid for yours, so you paid for him.
Right. Yeah, well, and you want to get some real life things here, so I just get $100 bill Jessica gave me, and I went to Costco, and that place is nuts. I've never been there by myself. I was literally just in awe at how much toilet paper they had in paper, just for paper. That's ridiculous. Floor to the ceiling, stacked. I mean, they had Bounty. It was ridiculous. I've never seen it. I just stood there for a little bit. I'm just in awe. But I spent $100.
On what?
Home Depot. I went to Home Depot, guys.
You think it's funny because I'm vlogging, but what?
Well, I got us seeds for our garden. I got us some propane. I got us some wood floor cleaner stuff that we didn't need to get. And I got some kiwi and a pepper medley grinder. Those are some stuff that were all going to be bought anyway, but I still came home with $6. So she gave me $100 and I did it. I did it, Jordy. Came under budget.
Okay, so, no spend January. I definitely think that you guys, if you've never done a no spend month, you should attempt it at least once in your life. Mainly, whether to save money or just to learn contentment and sacrifice, like I said before. And it's just a good feeling once you achieve something like that, to know that you did that and you feel better about your health because you didn't eat out so much, and your wallet because you didn't spend so much, and you feel a little more comfortable knowing if you ever have to do this in the future, Jared loses his job, then I can do it. You know, maybe he can't, but I can.
Hey,
I'm right here.
How about you these?
Okay, so basically we saved probably $200 to $300 for January from not eating out and from me not spending any money. I used a lot of my Starbucks gift card, which I kind of regret, but I got it out of my system, I guess. Oh, and then little things like Jared bought some checks because we ran out of checks, so that costed $20. That's in our miscellaneous category. That's pretty much all we went over, and we rented a couple of Redbox movies, so that was a few dollars. So he got a good sized commission check at the end of the month, but we have no idea when another one's coming in, so we won't be putting any money into savings or anything like that. And in February, or we could, but I'm going on a vacation with my girlfriends in the middle of March. We're going to New Orleans, so putting aside $500 for that to pay for everything. And so got a lot of stuff to pay for in February, like a lot of birthdays, my vacation, my phone if I decide to get it fixed, which I do need to. So that's why we can't really put anything into savings right now, but at least we're paying cash for a vacation. And yep. Also, since Jared decided to spend so much, instead of me getting mad about it or making a big deal out of it, and I'm not being mean here, okay? Like I said, I didn't get super mad. Yeah, I'm annoyed, but we're gonna do meatless meals all this week. since he did that, because number one, that's what I want, so I'm gonna do that. If he's gonna do what he wants, then I'm gonna cook meatless meals all week, and it will save a little bit of money on the grocery budget for February if we do that, and he's okay with it. I'm glad it's over, and I look forward to doing more money saving stuff. And the whole Craigslist thing, we have more things listed on Craigslist. I think somebody's about to come over today to buy something else that we have listed. A little stroller thing that we had from JoJo, and we never used it with her, so we're going to sell it. And we've never really done that. We have a bunch of cloth diapers listed on Craigslist. So this has caused us to become more creative with ways of to make money, and we really never even did that when we were getting out of debt, I'm definitely thankful for doing the No Spend January. And if you did it, leave in the comments below how it went for you. And was it hard? Was it easy? What are you surprised about? I hope y'all have a good week. Did you do your February budget? You better have if you didn't. And we'll talk to y'all next time. Say bye, Jordy. She's not feeling good today. See y'all.